All you have to do, Stanz, name a character from the show, first and last name. I will do a shot.
I will get 0. I will get 0, dude. I've been born a Gleek and I'll die a Gleek.
Oh, no, I can't say that.
It's not like her last name is Dwayne or something.
Why would that be too dark?
Because you need to... You might have to cut that.
Are you ready to start?
I am so ready to start.
Okay, I've kind of got like a cold open to start us up.
Okay.
You might be very confused, but you'll get there.
I'll get there. Okay, I'm ready.
You think this is hard? I'm passing a gallstone as we speak. That's hard.
Okay.
You get it? You understand?
I don't. Is that from the last episode? I don't remember at all.
No, that is from the first episode. It's the first thing that Sue Sylvester says because I'm fucking dressed as Sue Sylvester.
Are you really? Oh, that's so sick.
And obviously, Stanz is dressed up too, right, Stanz?
Yeah. Hey, I'm a streamer. I'm a busy guy. I forgot this episode was today.
So do you want to talk about the message that you sent me? Because I got the vibe that something was happening. Also, I got the vibe that maybe nothing was happening.
Yeah, sometimes I just send messages that are crazy. And if you received a message that made you think I put in a little extra effort to do something today, I'm sorry.
Well, I said, hey, just giving you a heads up. Every other time I've dressed up and done a funny, weird thing, I've done it as a surprise. And I thought this time I won't just throw it on you. Maybe.
Why don't you just check out your fucking Discord for a second, buddy?
What the fuck? Why did you make me? What? That's so sick. Yo, wait, what?
I was not going to tell you for the entirety of the episode and then wait till you edited it. And then I was like, you know what? We should probably.
That would have been such a bad joke. Holy shit, that's fucking amazing. Do you know what's crazy? Okay, when I messaged you saying, hey, you should order something for the podcast.
Yeah, I did immediately, and then I sent you a smirk emoji.
Yes, you sent me a winky face, which is obviously made me think that you had maybe ordered something. You fucking cheeky little bamboozler, you got me, dude.
That's me. I got you.
No, so I was then looking on Amazon for like next day delivery on costumes, and the only thing that I found was exactly what you're wearing, which is the cheerleader outfit.
Oh, that's so funny because I didn't even look for like, oh, what's available. I was like, I'm gonna be a Cheerio.
That's like also sick. Well, so I saw that and I was like, okay, on the off chance that Stanz is gonna dress up, he's gonna Google it and see that that's the only option. So I'm not gonna dress up as a Cheerio, despite how funny that would be. And in the hopes that you do. So it's crazy that you did, and it actually fucking, my master plan worked out.
It just works out.
Because I realized that I can just buy like a red jacket with white stripes and a blonde wig and a megaphone.
Right.
And be Sue Sylvester.
And be Jane Lynch. Yeah, Sue Sylvester.
Unfortunately, the megaphone doesn't come with batteries, and I didn't know that.
It's a real megaphone? I assumed it was just going to be a piece of plastic.
No, I think it's like a real toyish kind of megaphone. It was only like 10
Right,
pounds.
but it does some amplification or something.
Yeah, so it would have had the cool sound that I think I'm going to add in post, because you kind of lose the effect with it otherwise. But it looks cool.
This also comes with like pom-poms, but I didn't open them because I was...
Oh, a bit
I
of
hadn't
ASMR.
Decided. I hadn't decided if I was going to reveal it. I still think there's something funny about like, man, I just couldn't do it. And then you're editing it and you go, what the hell?
That would have been very funny, but only for me, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I do the show for, though.
So. True. I appreciate you. There you go.
Hey, there he is. Wow, look at us. You know, I got this and I didn't know if this was the real thing. Because I was like, what is the acronym? WM? Is it William Morris? Where do they go?
William McKinley High or something, right?
McKinley.
Yeah.
So I had
McKinley
to
High.
Google like the actual Glee to make sure I bought the right thing because I was embarrassed. Afterwards, I was like, ah, shit, what if I just bought a random cheerleader outfit?
Honestly, maybe funnier if you bought a random fucking cheerleader outfit. But fucking props to you. I didn't think you
I also bought the
know?
biggest size they have, and it is much too small. Much too small.
Yeah, mine's tight as fuck as well. This is a men's though, so I just fucked up on the sizing. So we didn't even say, but I think it's kind of obvious. This is a special occasion, Stanz. Why is it a special occasion?
It is the finale. It is our regionals.
Yes, we are in sectionals right now. This is the end of season 1 of Glee that we're going to be watching today. And
honestly flew by. Didn't we say it was going to take 100 years or something?
Yeah, well, we said it's going to take 100 years for all 6 seasons, which it is, because we've been going... This is our 30th episode, and obviously not all of them have been Glee. There's 22 episodes of Glee, but we've been doing this for a while, and we've just finished season 1. To put it into context, I've just finished High School Musical, the series The Musical, season 1, and that, like... I've barely been watching it, like less than once a week. But it's a fucking momentous occasion, especially it being like season 1. This is a big thing. And I think we will do a couple of we'll take maybe a bit of a break from Glee, because we've been very Glee heavy in the lead up to like the end of the season. We will do some episodes, I'm thinking, Stanz, of like a tier list of like best characters. We'll do some...
like
best
our mid-season
performances,
awards.
Like our mid-season awards. Yeah. I think a tier list and an awards thing as like 2 separate episodes. I think there's a lot of juice that we can get from like finishing each season, and we do it every season. I've not talked to Stanz about this, but I want to kind of do like a season 2 of the podcast. And maybe
a reboot,
change some things up a little bit in like structure wise and things like that. I've got some ideas, so
hey,
tuned.
he's saying it. Chat, new co-host.
Yeah, you are cringe, and in fact, now I'm changing. I was gonna rehire you. I was gonna get fucking Vale in, but then you dressed up as a cheerleader. You know what? I changed my mind.
Look at me. I'm earning my.
You showed
back.
your worth.
That's
with,
sweet Patron.
Yeah. It was those hips, honestly. When I looked over, that was you going crazy.
You know what I learned? Do skirts have backs and fronts? Any women listen to the show? It's actually possible compared to most Twitch streamers.
Yeah, I think they do. Some have like...
Because I like spun it like 100 times and I was like, well, I'm just going to step in.
I think specifically cheerleader ones would, because doesn't it come with shorts as well?
No.
Oh. I usually like those kind of skirts would have like shorts built in. I think they do in the show.
Yeah, no. I assume because but this is like a Halloween costume prop.
Yeah. So, Stanz, before we get into today's antics, because we're going to be getting a little bit sauced up, a little bit drunk for the finale. Well, I say we.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah, because it is. To be clear, it is 12:30 a.m. your time. It is the middle of the night.
Yeah. I'm ready to get drunk, and it's what, like 4 for you? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 4:30. It's about to be getting off work time, but not quite yet.
I'm just saying.
So I'm not there.
So we are going to be doing a drinking game, but I saw this clip and I wanted to show you before we get started. I think this is like season 1 Glee. Like maybe it's just started coming out and they're realizing, holy shit, people actually care about the show. Yeah,
so
that's why this is perfect to share it now.
I'm a Gleek.
Gleek is chic.
Gleeks are always the star of the show.
You are such a Gleek. Admit it. Just admit it.
This is authentic and cringe. Oh no, it's not tongue-in-cheek whatsoever.
You are such a Gleek. Admit it. I shared this with the Discord, and someone in there said it's like they're saying Gleek is like a slur or something. They're like they're ashamed. And I was like, bro, welcome to the fucking real world. What do you mean?
Yeah,
of course you're ashamed.
Yeah, the most persecuted group in history.
I mean, we say as we're fucking dressed up as people from Glee, but...
I'm a Gleek. Excuse me. I've been born a Gleek and I'll die a Gleek.
I was going to say, do you, after... We're all the way to season 1, Stanz. Do you actually consider yourself a Gleek? I'm not saying in like... fucking pushes glasses up like you don't know enough to be a Gleek.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I would
do you associate with that?
Okay, there's like a podcast answer. There's a real answer. I'm just gonna give you my real answer, which is like this show's fine. It's whatever, man.
Not fine in a good way. I took fine in a positive way for a second, and then you said it's whatever.
Like,
That's
I don't see myself as a Gleek. I won't remember any of the plot points of season 1 starting tomorrow. So you know what I mean?
That's so funny. Hey, well, we've got a bit of a quiz coming up, Stanz, that can test that. That theory. Yeah. See what you remember.
Did I say tomorrow? I meant today.
Because I actually believe I was going through some of the questions and I'm like, this is easy. Like after just watching like through season 1, I think you're going to know all of these. Especially because they're multiple choice. But before we get there, let me turn this off for a second. No spoilies. Stanz, if you had to name one thing that you've struggled with throughout all of season 1 of Glee, what would it be?
Remembering people's names.
Yes, exactly. So for today's quiz, it's not really a quiz. There's a two-parter. There's like a BuzzFeed quiz that we can do if we need to fill time or whatever. But for this, I would like to do a drinking game and propose this to you.
Okay.
All you have to do, Stanz, is name a character from the show, first and last name. Then...
Oh, that's unfair.
Hold, because there's more. First and last name of the actor that plays that character, and then name a song that they have sang on the show.
Sorry, this is one question.
You have to do that, and for as many that you can get right, individually, I will take a drink.
Okay.
If you manage to get all 3 for one person, so full real name, full character name, and then a song that they sang on the show, I'll do a shot. If you get any of those, all 3, I will do a shot.
I will get 0. I will get 0, dude. What are you talking about?
I think there's a couple that you can get, for sure. That if you actually, really put your mind to it, that you could get. Now, could you get it after a full day's work of streaming and an
shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I'm ready.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can go. I'm going to crack open. I've got a gin and tonic. Yeah. I'm cracking that open now. Unfortunately, I'm just drinking sours, which is maybe 15%.
Hey, no judgment zone here.
But I'm going to do double worths of shots. You'll see.
Okay,
There'll be video evidence.
You will do at least one shot because I've got a trifecta for you.
Oh, okay. I'm down.
Okay. So get ready for your drink because we have Lea Michele.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll do individual drinks. I was just surprised that you started here because this is a contentious character for you, Stanz.
Maybe the only the reason I started there is because maybe the only actor name I know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She plays Rachel Berry.
Yo. Okay. Bonus drink. What does she put next to her name?
A star because she's a star.
Yeah. What color?
Gold.
Okay, yeah, good. A gold star. I'll drink for that. So that's 2 drinks.
Okay. And she sings Rain on My Parade.
Yo, and he got the most iconic song. I was going to say you have to say their most iconic song, but then I thought if I'm doing a triple whammy, I'll be lenient and just say a song that they sing.
Yeah, so that one,
you nailed it. Okay, I will not finish this drink. I'll do one more drink, and then I'll do a shot. Because you got one, Stanz. I'll admit it. You got one.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. I think I know another character.
Okay.
And that is William Shue.
Is that your final answer? Well, hold on. Before you can think on that. Ponder on that for a second. Let me just do this shot. You can see here, this is clearly more than a shot. Just so I make it up. Who gives a fuck? No one's caring.
Yeah, because actually I'm swapping. Terry Schuster.
Okay, is that your final answer?
That's my final answer for a character.
Okay, that is a character.
Yeah.
If you get the actress, that's crazy, because I don't know.
I won't, but I will change it to William Schuster, not Shue. So that's two characters.
Okay, 2 characters. Also, I don't think Terry... Oh, okay, actually, you can get a point for a song that Terry sings in.
Don't think I can because I don't think it's in here, but I will say that William sings Gold Digger by Kanye West.
That is true. I'll take another drink.
Yep.
Although some might say that it's the almost, I know it's technically a cover, but William Schuster owns that song, so really saying it's by Kanye West is kind of cringe because it's his, if honestly, Kanye's now doing a cover of...
Hey, you distracted me, because I have...
You went crazy then. That was...
Because I just remembered that their name is Sue Sylvester.
Yes.
The actor is Jane Lynch.
It is.
And the most famous song would be Vogue, quotations or parentheses, Strike a Pose.
Oh no, who's that by?
Do I have to know? Madonna.
Yes. Okay, thank God. Do I have to know? It's crazy, right?
It was not part of the question.
I'm getting.
Okay, so that's a triple win.
Name a song as the artist as well. You have to
okay. Got it.
It's first and last names, it's artist and name of song.
Right. Okay, so that's another triple whammy.
Yeah. This isn't. See, you were like, I'm not gonna get any. Now I'm. Look, this is bad. Dude.
But I think those are
drunk.
the only two actors' names I know. So there should be no more triple whammies.
Right.
Because I don't think that there's any more. Now, if I was really
pause for a second. Let me have the shot.
Okay.
It's very funny because before doing this, Stanz, I was like, okay, there's like a win-win here. I'm fine getting drunk, so if Stanz does relatively well, then I can get a bit drunk and whatever.
Sure.
But there was a part of me that was like, what if he literally doesn't get any and we just sit here and do nothing? Which is why I got a backup quiz.
Okay, got it. No, we don't need this quiz. We don't need the quiz at all.
And also, I'm at my office, so I drove here, and I was like, hey, worst case scenario, I get to drive home. That's not happening anymore. You've fucked me. I have to buy an Uber, so fuck you.
Yeah, love that.
Carry on. What are the...
Yeah. I was going to say one
characters?
gambit I should have is not only do we know that there are many characters. This is going to sound somber. It's not. There are many characters who are dead. They're dead as hell. And I should remember.
They're dead as hell is crazy. You could have just ended with dead.
They are rip in peace. And we actually listened to an excerpt from an audiobook from Santana. But I do not know.
Okay,
her
Santana.
name.
Sanchez? Okay, I'm going to Google it because I don't actually know. I don't think it's Sanchez.
Her name is Emily Santana.
Wait, is Santana a last name?
It has to be.
No, Santana Lopez. I feel like such a fake fan. I'm so
Dude,
cringe.
I said Sanchez, and it's Lopez? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not right, though, so no drink
Yeah, but
there.
that's close, dude. Okay, so that's neither.
But who's played? You won't make me do a shot, but I can still do drinks. Who is it played by?
Literally no idea.
What? I thought that was the bit you'd get. You started off by saying we've done a whole thing about the real
I
person.
said I should. And that's why I was like, ooh, if I was smart, I would remember. But I don't.
No. Oh, no, I can't say that.
Don't say anything.
Yeah, no, I was going to give you a clue on a name, but that was way too dark.
It's not like her last name is Dwayne or something. You know what I mean?
Why would that be too dark?
Because you need to Dwayne the lake. She's drowning. No. You might have to cut that.
The added fucking speech impediment on it as well is just so...
That's the only thing that makes the joke work. Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, why would Dwayne make any sense? Yeah.
All right, use that logic then, Stanz. You know all the information, and I said her last name is kind of related to that.
Her last name is fucking Muerta. I don't know. What is her last name? I don't know.
Rivera.
Oh, for Rivers.
Right? That's not too far.
It's Naya Rivera.
There you go. I'm not drinking for that.
Yeah, you won't drink because I didn't get it.
And then you can name a song that she sang on the show, right?
I could, but I will go back to it because that's not what's important to me.
So that means no. That means no, you can't. You are a failure at the show, at the game.
I will go back to it because I have to weed out some other songs.
I would probably only accept for like songs that Santana has sung, which aren't very many in season one.
Right.
I think
She's
there's
mostly backup.
Yeah, I think there's only one that I would consider her being main, and it was a duet with someone that you haven't mentioned yet that you could mention now.
I could mention Brittany S. Pierce.
That's not who I was talking about, but you can
sure,
mention
that is a
them.
character name, and that is a drink.
You even got a middle initial, so
because the name doesn't make sense without the S. Brittany S. Pierce.
I actually don't think we know her last name yet. I think they write that in for the Brittany joke in season 2.
Right, which makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, so Brittany S. Pierce.
Yeah, and then I'm going to think...
you know her name because we've covered this in the main channel video that's already posted. The same one where we talked about Naya Rivera.
I know Brittany S. Pierce's name because I think if I start typing in Instagram on my computer, it goes to hers because my cookies got reset and then I searched for her on Instagram.
Sorry, listen, I have seen the Britney episode. That did things to me. We'll talk about it when we get there. But having it autocomplete as her Instagram, she's hot, Stanz, but that's kind of creepy. I don't know.
Brother, she's married. You're making inferences about me. I'm just saying I wanted to know what
so
she was up to.
You're auto-completing to her Instagram every time you type Instagram, bro. That's crazy.
Because that's the first thing you type with Instagram is what pops up. And my cookies got reset, man. Nothing weird
you just keep on saying the same things. It doesn't make it less weird that's the
It does make it less weird. I feel like
I've
I've given you all the rationale you need.
But why is that the one anyway? Why have you gone to her Instagram?
I think it was while we were doing this.
Yeah, but I didn't ever link that, and I never linked it. We never went on her Instagram. You searched that, bro, in your own time.
I did. Yeah, well, during the podcast, but yeah.
Caught emoji. Yeah. This is you right now, and you're acting like it's not you. You've been caught.
This is what you want it to be. It's not that. It's not that at all.
Bro typed P and it said Ornhub, and he was like, bro, that wasn't even me. I don't even know who. I nearly said a name.
Brother, this is a public Instagram. She's got a child. I don't know what you want.
No, sorry. I was going to finish my joke with saying her name and then realized that I can't because then you'd know.
Yeah.
So what's her name?
It's Morgan Wallen. Michaela.
Can you? Why are you just saying names, or is this like a reference that I don't understand? Who is this person?
I believe her name starts with an M.
Her last name begins with an M. I'll give you that.
I believe her last name begins with an M. Sorry, is what I meant to say.
And I will give no more clues without
with an N.
having to drink.
An N.
Her first name does not start with an N.
Then I've given up. What is her name?
Heather Morris.
Oh, never.
It wasn't anywhere close to the name that you said, which is why I was like, what is that reference? Was that just random names? Was that what you thought?
No, I actually was thinking like, could this be it? You know,
That's
I guess,
funny.
yes, it was a random name, but I thought there's a 1% chance I hit.
And then could you name a song that she sings in? She
Britney?
does sing. Yeah, she does sing in a couple. She's never lead, but you can hear her voice. I remember hearing her voice in a song and being like, oh, I could hear her voice in that. And I've completely forgotten what that song was, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember her in...
There's an easy one that actually would work for Santana as well, because they did a trio performance in like the first episode, I think.
Really? I don't remember. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
The Unholy Trinity Stanz. They did a performance, which it would be a triple whammy. I'd get it for all three of the people that is doing the performance. One of the characters you haven't mentioned yet.
Who's the third of the Unholy Trinity?
Dude, I assume that she's the inspiration for your outfit.
Quinn?
Yes, dude.
She's part of the Unholy Trinity. Because I don't know what an Unholy Trilogy is.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So is Mercedes.
Sorry?
Mercedes is also a cheerleader in season 1.
Barely. She's in for like 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's fine. She still
Mercedes
is.
is not known for being a cheerleader. It's like Quinn's one personality trait, and that's like her whole thing.
Really? Because her one personality trait is that she's a pregnant high school.
Yeah, but like she has to quit being a cheerleader because she's pregnant. That's like
I actually think her and Mercedes are
catalyst.
cheerleaders for the same amount of time in season 1 because she has to quit and Mercedes joins.
No, you're crazy. You're crazy. It's like 2 episodes.
Her
Mercedes.
name, by the way, get ready to drink, is Quinn Fabray.
I'll give it you, even though you said it a bit weird. I need
Quinn Fabray.
Yeah, why Fabray?
That's that's how Jane
Just because
Lynch
she's pregnant doesn't mean you need to emphasize the fat, bro.
No, not fat. Fab with a B. Fabray.
I know, just doing a little jokey. Okay, Quinn Fabray. Then give me the actress's name, and I don't think you're going to be able to. But she is one of the few actresses in the show, that actually has what's it called? I was going to say discography, but that's artists.
An IMDb.
Yeah, she has other things.
It's a filmography.
Thank you. Yeah. She has other things that she's been in that you would have at least heard of. Most people haven't from Glee, and like Glee is their big thing.
I do not know Quinn's real name.
Diana Agron, I think. Or Argon.
Like the Pokemon?
Yeah, right? That's why I don't think it's Agron, but I think it also is.
Okay, got it. Fair.
Diana... it's Agron, dude!
Love that.
It's always thrown me off because I always think of the Pokemon, but it is her.
Okay.
Let me have a look. Movies and TV shows. She was in I Am Number 4, which she was huge and like a cult classic.
Don't know what that is.
No, it was like a really bad dystopian like Hunger Games style movie that came out way after Hunger Games and isn't very good.
I see.
She's been in Glee, the 3D concert movie, which I figured out existed today. That's crazy.
I don't know what that even means.
So Glee went on tour and they made a movie about the tour and it's in 3D.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Apparently it happened in between.
Why would they need it to be in 3D?
Well, 3D was huge in 2011, so
I guess so. You know what? You're right. Yeah.
I think it happened at like the height of the Glee, the golden age of Glee, right?
That makes sense.
So I think we should watch it at some point, but I don't know how good it is or interesting it would be. But if we're doing fucking Glee, we have to watch it. It will be in between season 2 and 3, I think.
Got it. And I'm going to tell you that Quinn Fabray also sang "It's a Man's World."
She did sing "It's a Man's World." So you didn't get the character. No, you didn't get the actress. But I will drink for the song.
Thank you. There is a character named Mike Chang.
Okay, yes, there is a character named Mike Chang. It's crazy. Dude, the amount of characters that you haven't named and you've named Mike Chang.
Because I'm getting first and last name.
It's making me lose my mind. That's crazy. How do you know?
Sorry, do you want me to be like Finn? I don't know his last name. That's a waste of time. Give me last names here.
Okay, this is an aside. We've had this conversation off like content creation before.
Sure.
Whenever there's like a quiz or like a game that you have to play, you only go for the win. You kind of forget the fact that it's like content. So it is so funny to be like, what's the point of even mentioning that if I can't get it right? It's like, well, the podcast that we're doing, dude, why are you mentioning Mike Chang?
The man is like mad about Mike Chang. He got Mike Chang gambited, bro, and that's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy because Mike Chang is like, out of the two that we don't hear from, Mike and I know his first name, but I don't know his last name, and you won't either. Sure. So Matt, the other character that we don't really hear anything from, he like filters out into the back and doesn't become anything. Whereas Mike actually becomes a real character in season 2. So you have a reason to know his name, but not yet. So it's crazy that you still do. Anyway, sorry, Mike Chang. What song is he? No, who's he played by?
No idea who he's played by.
Great. Wait, I need to drink for the Mike Chang.
Yeah, no one would know. And in terms of songs, I mean, he's in all of them as a dancer. I think he's most notable because he actually gets an outfit change in the Kiss song. Did they do Love Gun?
I don't think it's called Love Gun. I don't know the name of the song though, so I'll just do Kiss Glee. Shout It Out Loud was the Kiss song that they did, which you now can no longer use for any of the other cast members that are in that.
Ooh, Shout Out Loud? You mean Puck's big song?
No, disallowed, illegal. You cannot use. So you got Mike Chang, you don't get the actor, and there is actually there's one song that another character sings whilst Mike Chang dances. And that I would allow because Mike Chang is like one of the main people, even though he's not singing, he is like doing a duet with his dance.
Ah, right.
And the other person that's doing that is a character that you also haven't mentioned.
Yeah, he does a song with Puck, for sure.
No, I mean, he might do, but that's not the most obvious one.
He does a song with Puck, and he does a song with Finn.
In the group performances, yes. In a duet,
yes.
No.
In a duet, he does a song. I don't know. I'm Mike Chang. Throw him away.
Okay, throw
I've got
away.
Another actor. For
I'd tell you, but I don't want to. There's two. I can't give you clues. So you go.
Are you ready for an actor?
Go ahead.
The wickedly talented Idina Menzel.
Yo, wait, I didn't even consider the like guest stars. Fuck, there's like
guest stars. She's the biggest star on the show, man.
Yeah, but there's like so many different avenues. There's so many characters that I didn't think of. I was only considering main cast, and now you can fuck me. So wickedly talented Adele Dazeem.
Yeah, Adele Dazeem. So that's one drink. I will not be giving you the character's name. I will not be giving you a song.
You can give me a song, Stanz. That's crazy.
I can't. I don't remember.
She's at the piano with her daughter.
No, don't say anything because she sings. Don't get mad. She sings Poker Face.
She does sing Poker Face.
Because I remember being like, "This is weird." You gotta
move away from your microphone when you get you get louder and you get closer. That's the issue.
I just need a compressor. I actually just need a compressor. I'm just
doing court emoji. You're doing a Rochelle. I'm just saying you would get mad every time Rochelle would get closer when she gets loud. You do exactly the same thing. It peaks because you're getting louder and closer at the same time. I can't see you. I can see exactly what you're doing when you did that, and you brought it closer. You were like, you were like.
I actually pulled it away, and it's just I'm so loud and powerful.
Well, check the footage.
So that's Poker Face for Idina Menzel.
That is. I will take a drink.
Okay, great. Now it's time for your favorite character, by the way.
Oh yes, my favorite character. You actually know who this is and the character name.
You think I don't remember you not shutting the fuck up about Jesse St. James?
Yes, full name. Yeah. Let's go, Jesse St. James. I'll gladly drink for that. And you know who that's played by because you like him in everything.
I do like him in everything. He's classic in Mindhunter.
Oh no, you don't remember his name?
No, I don't.
Oh no, it's a classic Stanz. Forgetting
because here's the problem is I keep mixing him up with Ben Platt. He's not Ben Platt.
He is definitely not Ben Platt. Ooh, yuck, gross.
Excuse me? We love Ben Platt around here.
I do kind of like. Oh, what? Sorry, I have bad opinions on Ben Platt. I think he's kind of cringe, but I've heard he did like a film that's about like theater camp, where he is like
I want to watch it.
Very like the only way you could play that role. I've heard from people that have watched it, is like being so self-aware that you are self-obsessed naturally by wanting to perform, and that he plays the role really well. So I really want to see it because I feel like it would change my opinion on him.
Yeah, I remember the commercials for that. It looked very funny.
Yeah, it's got the guy from the documentary about the shittening or whatever the fuck. Jimmy Tatro. I don't know.
I have no idea. Are you talking about the Netflix like, documentary thing?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
He's super funny, and he's in that, and it looks really good. I want to watch it.
What is his name?
Jimmy Tatro.
No, Jesse St. James.
Oh, fuck. I was hoping you just remember, because I was like roasting you for not knowing, and I didn't know.
Yeah, I cannot remember.
He is played by...
He's the king in Hamilton. Isn't he?
He is. Jonathan Groff.
Jonathan Groff. Yeah, Jonathan Groff.
One of the crazy roles that I'll say this and you'll be like, oh yeah, I know, but like no one thinks of him for. The snowman in Frozen. That's crazy.
I've never seen Frozen.
No, not the snowman. Fuck. The main boy. He's not the snowman. That's the funny small dude.
I've stand my piece. I've never seen Frozen, so no matter which character you say.
But he's like he's one of the main characters in like one of the biggest fucking franchises ever. He's Sven, or is that the reindeer? He's the guy that loves the reindeer but also loves the girl. I don't know. I'm not a child. I can't remember all the characters from Frozen. Court. I'm sorry.
I think a child. You have the memory of a child from Frozen.
Sorry. You're one to speak. Throwing stones in glass houses, in Glee houses.
If I like the media, I will remember.
Sorry. So you hate Glee, is what you're saying?
I said it's fine, which is why I remember some.
Okay. Can I request a character?
You want some heavy hitters?
Yeah. I'm requesting characters that are actually in every episode of the show, please.
Wow. You don't want Emma, I guess. I will give you Finn. Big Finn.
Big Finn. Okay, here is where I show my foolishness. Finn
has no last name. They've never addressed it in season 1.
Finn. All I can think of is Wolfhard, which is the guy from fucking Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Finn Hudson. Fuck me. I knew that. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll take a drink just because I didn't know and I'm a fool. Real life name. You know this. We've talked about him a lot.
No.
Don't say no.
I do not know
You should get this.
No, I won't.
He is Corey Monteith.
I would have never in a million.
And that one I actually knew. So get fucked. Glee
Naya
hards.
Rivera.
That doesn't count.
Speaking
You didn't know that.
Of Finn. Oh, sorry. You want a song?
A song.
that
Yeah.
Finn has done.
Give me. Okay. This one specific because you could say
want a
"Don't Stop
specific
Believing,"
song?
which is cringe.
That's cringe. I was going to say "Don't Stop Believing," which is the most famous song from season 1.
Yeah, but that's so cringe. That's like you can say that for every single character.
You can't just take away the easiest one.
I can because you're cringe and you're not a true fan if you say "Don't Stop Believing." You
All right,
should
how about
say.
I give you my favorite song that he did?
Okay. Hey, do it then.
"Jump" by Van Halen.
He was one of the mains on that, so I will give you that. You know what? An extra bonus drink / point if you can get the song that he sings in the shower.
In the shower? Can you give me some context for the shower?
Would you not remember from season 1?
From
Season 1. From the first episode, I meant.
Is this like a humorous thing, or is it?
Well, it's played off like it's supposed to be normal, but it's used to like hearing him sing in the shower and being like, "Oh my god, I've got to blackmail him with drugs to get him on the Glee Club."
No, I do not remember what song it was.
You don't remember that at all?
I remember the scene, which is like, why is Shu even in the boys' locker room?
Yes,
but yeah.
There's a lot of close-ups on feet, which is why I thought you'd remember it. But
what's the song though?
I can't fight this feeling anymore.
Really?
I've forgotten what I started fighting for.
I would have not remembered that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's singing that. I'm caught. I could be
Imagine it's not.
Because I'm pretty sure that was his audition song for the show. And they thought it was so good they made it as a thing, which is cool because they also had to get the rights for the song and everything. I know it's not like that popular of a song, but
that's a popular song.
No, I mean like when it was like in 2009, and people weren't giving it as much of a shit about it, but still, you get the rights to the song. That's pretty good, especially for just a shower scene. Okay, there is still like 5 characters that are part of the main cast that you haven't even touched on.
Yeah, so here's what you want to hear. You wanted to hear Finn, you wanted to hear Quinn, you wanted to hear Mercedes, you wanted to hear Artie, you wanted to hear Kurt.
Yes, you've already said Quinn. Why did you list her as one of the things?
Because those are like the big ones. I am going to tell you that Kurt's last name in the lore is Hummel.
You are, and I will congratulate you and drink.
Don't know the actor's name, but I do know
There's
all this work and what did it get me?
Oh, wait, yes.
Why did I do it?
I'm going to give you that because I'm trying to remember the name of the song, and it's something like Ender's Game, but it's not. But I think it's something game, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
But I just can't remember what it is. But I'm going to drink for all that work. What did it get me?
Yeah.
And I'm now going to find out the answer. He is called, by the way, you don't know his name?
No, not the actor.
Chris Colfer.
Chris Colfer, famous children's author.
Rose's Turn.
Rose's Turn, not Rose's Game.
Ender's Game, you know? Rose's Turn. That's so similar. That's
Rose's
so funny.
Turn.
Okay, Kurt / Chris, gone. And that was that was 2 drinks, so that's not too bad.
We have Mercedes.
Yes, last name?
Lewis.
No.
I think that might be a football player in the US.
Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Mercedes Lewis, that sounds familiar.
Do you want a last name?
Yeah.
Jones. Mercedes Jones.
Mercedes Jones. And the real life
I feel like we
actor,
must have got that in season 1, but I don't. Like, there's some names that I feel like we might not have even got. So it might be unfair for me to want you to know her last name.
I respect it. You've had many drinks.
Hey, fuck it. Why not?
Why not? Hey, season finale. You know what I'm saying?
Season finale. Sorry, go on. You give me a song. Her most. I will only accept the one song that is like her song.
What? I would say that she makes every song her song by her runs at the end.
That is, unironically, you can name any ensemble song and she owns it. So
Yeah.
that I won't accept it for this game, but I appreciate the effort.
I'm trying to remember the song she sung in episode 3 where she like broke the window at the car wash. It was like weird because they were all like scantily clad.
That's insane. That's so funny.
Why is that insane? Why is that insane?
Because the name of the song is "Bust the Windows Out Your Car."
No way. That's not the name of the song.
You're like, I'm trying to remember the name of the song where she like, I don't know, busted windows out of the car.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'll hide my shame, you know what I mean?
I don't know whether to give you that because you said broke instead of bus, but that was that was funny as hell.
Yeah.
It was like that song that they sang from episode 1 that was like they didn't want to start believing. I just don't know what the name of the song is.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue.
No, the one song from Mercedes, I mean, like you said, she's got plenty, but like when it happened, it was the equivalent of like Rachel's "Don't Rain on My Parade."
Oh, I don't remember.
Honestly, I take back what I said at the start about not replacing you. I need a non-racist host for this podcast.
This is not racial at all. I remembered her. I remember. I dressed like her, and you were like, actually, that's Quinn.
I dressed like her is crazy.
I got the Mercedes.
I'm glad you didn't. I'll be honest.
Sorry, you think I would do blackface? No, it's
I'm
not
saying that was maybe where I thought the winky face was going, and I was a little bit worried.
That would be insane. Just insane enough to work.
Her song is "And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going" from the same episode as "Don't Rain on My Parade." We made a big fucking fuss about it, dude. You don't remember?
I don't even remember. I don't even know what that song is.
That's crazy.
Who sings it?
I don't know how I'm going to include this in the podcast because it'll be a nightmare to edit, but I'm just going to fucking send you the thing.
And I.
Oh, dude, listening to it again is so good. I'm not going to include it in the episode, but I'll just include your reaction to realizing the song.
So the top comment is the way Mike Chang stood up like he was in a black church is so funny.
So you're listening to the song right now, and your instant reaction isn't, "Oh yeah, this song." You recognize
I don't remember
this,
this
right?
I mean, it's beautiful singing, but I don't know the song.
That's crazy. When you say you don't know the song, you mean you've never even heard this song outside of Glee?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know who sings it, you know what I mean? And I'm telling you.
What? Bro, it's like fucking...
Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah, I was just about to say, if it's not Whitney, it's Jennifer. I just can't remember which fucking diva it is. It's crazy!
It's I don't know. I don't know if I've heard. I'm sure I've heard it, but like I've never listened to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we talked about it in length, and it was like competing with "Don't Rain on My Parade" for like best song of the episode.
Sure, but I think that was just like the way she said it. Wasn't see, that's how I know it was good, because the song didn't do the heavy lifting. Sometimes I hear like "Loser" by Beck, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, I love this song.
To be fair, the performance didn't win us over with that one. I agree. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
so
that song is like, it's known as like it's in the same category as "Don't Rain on My Parade," which is like a song that you can fucking belt out. It's known more for that actually than "Don't Rain on My Parade" is. Rachel kind of like owned that herself, I feel like. Whereas this was more impactful for me because people know of this song being like a heavy hitter. So to be able to cover it and do it justice is like insane. That's why it's so like, on top of it just being good, it's got like an added weight. So it's crazy you've never heard that song, but hey.
I'm sure I have, but it's not there, you know?
Okay, well, you failed on Mercedes one, but I'm sure you'll get the Artie last name and real name and song.
No, his name is Artie because his arteries don't work. He actually can walk.
Don't gloss over that. That's I know that's something we've said before, but that's fucking crazy.
It's a device that I've used many times to get his name right in this show. I
do you use that every time you have to try to remember his name? Because that's crazy.
Yes. I do.
Okay, Artie because his arteries don't work. Very true. Yeah. But they did for one song. Do you remember what the song was?
They were in a mall, and it was filmed so shitty flash mob style I do not remember what the song is, so I'm gonna say Gangnam Style, even though it didn't come out for 6 years after.
And then you know it's in the show, and you know he doesn't sing it because I've told you.
Yeah, exactly. So I do not know name or song.
No.
Or character name, just Artie is all I know.
Artie. I don't know why I want to say McBroom. I think that's the name of like a fucking family-friendly YouTuber. That's not Artie's last name. I don't know his last name. The actor, though, do you know who that is?
No.
Kevin McHale. And you should know that because, well, what's
it's
his
the same as an NBA
Twitter?
coach. I think I've said that before.
You've talked about the only character in the show. Sorry, the only actor from the show that you've been on their Twitter is Kevin McHale. Do you remember his @? I'll give you
I have just
lifeline.
gone to his Twitter, to be clear. Because I do remember that there's a train where it says gay zone in the background.
Yeah. It was, you went on his Twitter the same episode. I was trying to still gaslight you into thinking that he couldn't walk. And I was like, don't look at a post where he's walking, please. No, go off.
Sure, I would never have remembered. I didn't even notice when he was walking in the episode. I was like, oh, cool, dream sequence.
Yeah, but it was literally the episode was about to happen beforehand. You were like, I'm just going to do some research, which is something you've never done. And then you started going on his fucking profile. It was crazy.
Yeah, so you're talking about Druid Dude?
Druid Dude. I was going to say, if you remembered that, I would have also given you a point, but you didn't. So I'm opening my third drink, by the way.
Love that.
Artie Abrams is his last name.
Artie Abrams.
And the song he did, the flash mob, was Safety Dance.
Oh, I do remember that now that you say it out loud and review it.
I mean, he did quite a few kind of solo songs. Some had backing and whatever. But he had that one on Wheels where everyone had to like go in wheelchairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's rolling. What's that song? But it's not. Because I remember the wheelchair scene.
Yeah. I think there's another episode in season 2 where they basically just do the same thing. But they do the same thing in a worse way, as in like, why did the writers make this happen? And I can't wait for us to get there. I think it's season 2. There's so much cool shit that happens in season 2 that is like iconic Glee that I can't believe isn't in season 1 because of how sick it is.
Right. You put it in season 1 in your head.
Okay, other characters, Stanz. What have we got?
Yeah, I mean, there's Puck. I don't know his last name. He sings "Loser" by Beck, which I really liked.
Sorry, I was drinking from the last one. It's you've done another bust the windows out your car moment where you said the answer. You said
it's "Loser." The song's called "Loser" by Beck.
No. You said Puck, but I don't know his last name.
Yeah,
his last name's Puck.
Oh, it's like a Santana situation. Oh, I don't know.
But it's not a Santana situation because Santana is her first name. Santana Lopez, remember?
Sure, you're right. Aaron Puck.
Aaron Puck. No, it's Noah Puckerman.
Noah Puckerman. I wouldn't have got the Ermin either. Yeah.
Sorry, but he did sing. What was the song you said?
"Loser" by Beck while he's working at the Pick and Save.
He did, and that's the song that I would have given you for Terry. Because technically she's singing along when she's folding the things. That would be the only one that I think she's even close to, right? But I'll drink for that.
That makes sense. Thank you. And then there is also... Are there any other characters? Wait, did we go through them all?
Well, I mean, it's sad for the characters that you have forgotten.
Who did I forget?
So there's one character that you mentioned offhanded that you've never like properly mentioned, and then there's another character that you haven't mentioned at all.
Okay, I'm gonna go Emma, and then I can go Baby Girl, the coach.
Wait, you can't say two different characters as part of the same.
Oh, because I think
Emma's last name is not Baby Girl. So what?
Yeah, no, I'm giving up on. I don't think there will be any more drinks.
Okay, sure.
I just remember Emma, the coach, aka Baby Girl.
Yeah, it sucks we've not heard anything from the coach for a long time. I don't think we're going to.
I don't think we are either.
And I know at a certain point he is no longer a character and they replace him with like a different coach.
There's also April Rhodes. Is that a real thing?
That is her real name, as in character name. Yes, you got that right.
Perfect.
I'll drink.
So there's one.
No, there's still a main character that is part of New Directions that you haven't mentioned.
Okay, let me go through it in my head. We've got Finn and Quinn. We've got Puck and Rachel. So that's like the love triangles. Then they tried to do a bunch of stereotypes. So we have Kurt already. Oh, you're talking about emo goth girl who, I'll say it, forgettable.
This season, very forgettable. Yeah. Her
Yeah.
only like thing was that she was a goth and that she stuttered, which weren't really that memorable. And then she was dating, in inverted commas, Artie. That was like her only thing this season.
Yeah, she did like a Gaga fit to realize that I can be goth. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, she becomes a lot more of a like prominent character in future seasons. But I can understand she is kind of forgettable. Not as forgettable as Mike Chang and like other
Mike
characters.
Chang is big.
That's crazy
the dancer
that you remembered
of the
them.
group? Yes.
I'm trying to think of any other characters.
What was
in
her
the
name?
Glee Club.
What is Stutter Goth?
Tina.
Oh, Tina. Yeah, you're so right.
Tina Cohen Chang, which I don't think we actually know yet. Maybe
her name is also Chang. Is she brothers with Mike? Sisters? Brother sister?
No, I just think. No, they're definitely not. They're definitely not. Wait, no.
Sorry,
they're
there's two Asian people and they named them both Chang.
Well, she's Cohen Chang. She's double barreled.
Yeah, I feel like the people who developed
I'm not
the
defending.
show
I'm just correcting.
should have put a little more effort into it.
It's crazy that you said maybe they're related, and part of me was like, maybe they are related, and then I remembered future episodes and went, they're not related, they're not related, they're not related.
Oh, they're kissing. They're kissers. They're gonna kiss later.
No spoilers, but I was just an idiot. So there isn't any more, as far as I can tell. There are people obviously that you missed that we didn't like go over the real names or whatever that you just don't know, which is fine. But we covered every character. I'm satisfied, is what I'm saying. I think we've covered every character.
Amazing. We did it. Hey, you know what? I did it, actually. Now that I think about it.
True. Round of applause. I only had to do 2 shots as well, which is kind of... there's 2 more than I thought I was going to do. So
yeah, I thought it would be 0. Or actually, I knew it would be 1 because Leah Michelle was the easy one.
Yeah, but I honestly, I was kind of like, you'll get Leah Michelle, but you will forget her first
Rachel
name.
Berry? Excuse me, the star?
Dude, that's the most common name you've forgotten. You remember every single other character, but you call Rachel fucking Michael sometimes. Like, you're crazy with it.
Yeah, sometimes she wants to be a Michael.
Okay, we've gone on for way too long, as you can tell by the runtime of this episode. So we're going to stop talking now. We're going to go watch the episode. If you want to join us, join the Patreon. It syncs up. It's great. You know the vibes. And we're going to go and watch it right now. And here's a little clip in case you aren't joined to make you see if you want to join or not.
Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama,
it hurts so bad.
You see the parallels, Stanz? Mama, and she's like, Mom?
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed that. Mama! I don't know if you noticed. She said Mama when he said Mama.
Right, yeah. Crazy thing, she's talking to her mama and she's gonna be a mama. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't even notice that. And we're back. Before we get into the episode, Stanz is apparently not wearing his outfit anymore.
Yeah, I changed while we watched that. Why would I be wearing it? There's no video.
While we watch? What do you mean?
Like, while we watched that episode with no cameras on, just audio, I was like, why am I sitting here in an uncomfortable outfit?
Sorry,
So
you were getting undressed whilst we were watching that episode behind the scenes?
Well, just the top.
So you're still in the skirt?
Well, no, the skirt went over the jeans.
So what?
I don't want to break the illusion.
What are you wearing right now? Tell me.
I'm wearing
hey?
a sweater and a pair of jeans.
That's crazy. I have been sat here. I will admit, hey, this is partly my fault.
Foolish. You are foolish, is what you have to admit.
I'm sat here in the tracksuit still with the wig on, sweating my fucking bollocks off, and I've been sweating for this whole entire time. Never did it occur to me to take any of this off, but now I'm here on the video part. I should probably carry on because I've already suffered throughout the whole entire of the episode. At this point,
you're there. So, do you keep your lights on and stuff? I turn all the lights off. I kick my feet up. I watch the episode comfortably.
So I don't have a control of the lights in my office.
I see.
So I've got my one light that's like my ring light, but turning that off wouldn't make that much of a difference, so I don't really bother.
That's what I do. I turn on my ring light 'cause it's bright. It's bright in my eyes.
It's not. Mine's not as close or as bright as yours is.
I see. Got it.
Anyway, sorry. The end of season 1. We finished Glee Season 1. And like you said, I don't know if it was in the episode or if it was in between. Not only should we do like a recap of all of season 1 at some point and like a review, whether that's in the form of a tier list or in like our Glee Awards or whatever. We're going to do multiple things like after this episode to recap the whole of the season, because this is momentous and there's a lot of things that we can talk about. I think for now, we just focus on the things that happened this episode, and then we can talk about how like storylines have progressed throughout the whole entire season. We could talk about that in another episode.
Sounds great.
I would say, where do you want to start, Stanz? But I love this episode because there's only one place to start.
Regionals?
Yeah, there's like one storyline, isn't there? There's like one thing that happened, right?
Yeah, so we have been, well, a lot of things happened, to be clear, but we have been set up
all within
this,
the same like fucking stream.
Yeah, New Directions must win regionals, otherwise they lose their spot. So Shu, who has said, maybe I'll quit the Glee Club, maybe I won't. These people, this ragtag bunch that are like, made this a big part of their lives, have one goal, one dream, and that is they must win regionals. And they are going to do so with the power of things they've sung throughout the season, their friends they've made along the way, a journey medley to commemorate the journey.
A journey. I was going to say, I don't know if you got that. There was a lot of references, Stanz, and a lot of symbolism in this episode.
So for those of you guys that don't pay the $5, honestly, good for you.
Don't spoil it for them. Don't spoil it for them, because there was a lot of great commentary.
You being like, did you get that? Did you get that? That thing that's going on that is the most obvious thing in the world.
A couple of times, it was very hard to miss. So I was like giving my director's commentary for the people listening. A lot of times, it was doing Bohemian Rhapsody, and as the characters were singing "Mama," characters were saying "Mama" as like a parallel.
It's crazy.
Should we touch on that plot point, because that's kind of like separate to the regionals thing? I think we should go over all of regionals, but first, the plot line that has been going for the longest, I feel like, that isn't the regionals plot line. Quinn's pregnant no longer because she's given birth.
Yeah, she's given birth. I don't know if the timelines line up for when she got pregnant and when regionals are and how they're still in high school.
If you listen at the end of the episode, Schuster says 9 months ago, there was only 5 of us. So it's been 9 months. It makes sense.
Yeah, but 9 months of the school year, something isn't making a lot of sense to me, but it's okay. She has had her baby.
We can, they're time travelers. I don't know if you realized. Also, it's a TV show, so L ratio.
So that's my line usually. Hey, it's a TV show.
But yeah, so Queen. There's a reason I Freudian slipped instead of saying Quinn. The Stanz, you predicted it last episode. Queen were performing this episode, and Jesse St. James fucking killed it as always. The best character in the show. What a performance. Maybe one of the best Glee performances ever, and I don't say that all the time. So
you say it 4 times an episode.
I don't know what you're talking about. But they have the audacity to do the whole entire Bohemian Rhapsody, like the full 9 minutes or whatever the fuck. And the way they get away with it is they intersperse it with cutting between Quinn giving birth, and she is going through labor whilst Jesse St. James is singing Bohemian Rhapsody, and
both are powerful. To be clear. Very powerful.
Honestly, if I had to choose which one was more powerful, I couldn't. You know, it's like what's it? Sophie's Choice. I nearly said Marley's Choice because I was trying to think of the dog
Marley
movie.
And Me situation, you know what I mean?
Like you got what I was saying. Marley's Choice is so funny. But yeah, so Quinn has finally given birth, and Adele Dazeem has taken the baby. What the fuck?
Yeah, which actually made me feel bad. Because she's told Rachel,
been a horrible mom.
I'm just not ready. Yeah, she's been a horrible mom, and I wanted to meet you, but now that I've met you, it's like kind of yuck. Oof, I hate this. And so then to take the baby, I don't like it at all. It's my least favorite choice the show has made.
Yeah, Adele Dazeem has spent months during the run of the show, like getting Jesse St. James to try and tell Rachel that she is her mum, right?
Yes.
So there was months of planning and prep that went into that. They had one conversation as mother and daughter, and she went, nah, I've had enough of that. So to go from months of planning and preparation to then instantly going, I don't want that. It's been like hours that she's realized that Quinn is giving birth, and she turns up and she's like, yeah, I'll have the baby. And
I don't even know if you can do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
How much time is supposed to have passed in between her turning up at the fucking birth and then signing a couple of documents and taking the baby? That's fucking crazy.
I'm with you.
I don't know if it works different in the US, but I feel like that can't happen. That's.
I don't think it works differently. In fact, I've heard that it is very difficult.
Yeah, adoption is like one of the hardest things. You have to, especially if you're a single parent, right? There's so many hoops you have to jump through as like a couple to be able to go through something like that.
Adoption and being a Twitch streamer are the two hardest things in the world.
So true. Hey, sorry, we should rank reacting to Glee above that because.
Oh, you're actually right. You know,
I don't know. Reacting to Glee.
It's describing the reaction to Glee is unironically the hardest part of my week. I'm sitting here going like, we all just watched it. We all know what happened and watched it.
Reacting to Glee and then describing it whilst in a Sue Sylvester outfit that you realize you could have taken off hours ago. That's the hardest thing.
Now
we're there.
Yes.
Okay, so Quinn gave birth and Adele Dazeem has taken it. Now we've covered the monotonous, boring plot line. You know, we can get onto the real shit. Regionals, sectionals, whichever the fucking one it is. We were there.
Yes.
And I made a comment in the episode. We were like 9 minutes into the episode and we were already at fucking the performances and it ran throughout the whole entire runtime, essentially, right? Like, that was so sick.
Yeah, I would say that regionals was probably like a little more than half of the episode. And while there was more to the episode, it was all music. It was a very music heavy episode and a very tear heavy episode.
Yeah.
From you. You were crying the whole time.
I couldn't stop crying. No, something that I felt that I don't want to like project onto you. You can have your own opinion. You can be honest. It was great. As in, like, I was watching and I like the music normally, so I am very biased, but I was watching through all 3 songs of the New Directions performance, and it never once felt like, oh, here we go, another chorus of this shit. Which I will be very honest, I have felt multiple times during recording these episodes.
At least you can be honest.
Where I know for a fact that when we get past season 2 and maybe season 3, there will be multiple songs that I'm like, I can't believe it's so annoying we're doing a live commentary because I can't skip past them and we have to sit here and listen to them. Whereas this, I was like engrossed and loving every moment because it feels like, I mean, it has been built up to all season, but also every moment was great and felt like it had power behind it, and I loved the vocals and the choices of like the choreography, even like on stage. It was like an actual performance, and it felt like I'm watching something great rather than something they thought of like last second.
Right.
So I'm posing that to you now, Stanz. Am I fucking snorting copium or?
You are only snorting copium when it comes to like the last 2 songs, which was them inviting Schuster into the auditorium for really just like montage nostalgia.
I am not talking about those at all. Yeah, I'm talking about.
I just want to be clear.
The stage performances,
the regional songs. Were great.
Yeah. I mean, I said during the final performance of whatever the fuck it was, the Lulu song. I didn't know the
Al
song.
Green song or something.
I was like, boo, boring, cringe, and then Shu did Somewhere Over the Rainbow. We don't even need to cover those. We don't even need to talk about those. Kind of boring, and the weight of those performances was on the back of us thinking that Schuster is the best teacher ever, which he just isn't and hasn't been in any episode of the whole entire show. So it's crazy to do that.
He's been weird as hell.
Yeah. So all of the weight behind those songs was completely lost for me. The only part that like was heartfelt was hearing Finn be like, I don't have a father and I needed a father figure, and I've got one from the show. Sorry, from the club. When it's not a show for them.
Kurt's dad. It was not Shu. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he actually did get a father figure.
I agree. Obviously the show wasn't the point the show was trying to make, but
right.
I also have the bias of like seeing future episodes, and I know that that's a plot line that they don't really forget. They keep on hammering that home. And I think Schuster becomes less cringe, and they have like a real kind of relationship throughout the seasons. So even though Schuster's cringe and they didn't really put the effort in early on, I do like that's their dynamic. I don't know. I think I'm just a sucker for it because I want him to be a good father figure, even though they've shown no signs of it so far.
Right. Yeah, I think that you can have like this ideal version of the relationship, and even if it doesn't come to that ever. Like, you can just believe that. You can make it
exactly.
up.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I said it during the recording when they were doing the song. I was like, pretend that Schuster's been great all season, and maybe this has some merit, because otherwise,
some
it
weight
doesn't.
behind it.
Sorry, but yeah, I said we weren't going to talk about that, and then we talked about it for like 5 minutes. Regionals, the performances. What did you think, Stanz? Did you actually have a good time?
The performances were fantastic. I think that it's nice when they do performances on stage with dance numbers. Specifically in Bohemian Rhapsody, they're like flipping people up and down and like all around. At one point, they flip someone between their legs, and then it cuts back to like the birth between legs. And it's like, there's like something kind of cute here.
Hey, I didn't actually call that one out during the recording, so I'm glad you got some of the
symbolism.
symbolism.
You actually would have to think about, and yours was
I'm
like,
glad
they
you
said,
didn't. I'm glad you
and
got
a baby
it.
goes, wah.
I don't know. I was calling it all out because you weren't realizing it. So that was one you got yourself.
Yes.
So I'm proud of you.
That was one I got myself. I'm very proud and very impressed. So I think the regionals performances were all great. And it's like, you have Journey and you have Queen. It's like, you kind of cheat.
True, but they have to like. Also, you could take it as like you're doing a cover of these iconic people, and you have to like to do a cover of an iconic artist. You have to do it justice, and I think they did all of them justice. Which I'm a fucking I'm a Gleek, so you know. I'm gonna think that
from the video we watched earlier.
Yeah,
I identify as a Gleek.
Hey, quote that. He said it. He said it here first. No one forced him to. Use that wherever you want. I wish you were still in your fucking cheerleader outfit when you said that.
If only. If only.
But something that you mentioned about how great the Bohemian Rhapsody performance was specifically, I think that that's something that Glee does really well for the most part, from what I can remember in like future seasons or whatever, is they have to balance and like toe the line between making Glee seem great, like New Directions. They need to be winning, but also not like shitting all over the competition to make them not seem great, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to make it so in the viewer's mind, anyone could win, and you don't really know who's going to win up until the end of the reveal. Which they kind of didn't do with the people that were all criminals and the deaf people from the previous performance, right? Like, they made out like Glee should win, New Directions should win that competition. Whereas this one, it was like they're the complete underdogs. They might not win. So they come out of the bag with a fucking 3-banger of an amazing performance. And then you're like, oh, they're guaranteed to win. What could possibly happen next? And then Jesse St. James comes out and goes, Mama, I just killed New Directions, and fucking steals the show. And I feel like they kind of, even if it wasn't Sue and all of the judges like against New Directions, even if it was completely impartial judges, I could see a world where Vocal Adrenaline still win, right? It's not like a travesty.
Yeah, no, for sure. Vocal Adrenaline, I think, should have won. Their performance was the best.
Well, okay, let's not go that far, because I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw Finn and Rachel from the first song, their chemistry.
Yeah, they walked out. Sorry, the chemistry was there, and I think the audience could tell.
The audience could tell. What could they tell, though, Stanz? Very specifically, because there was another bombshell that happened this episode.
That Finn loves Rachel.
Finn, not only we knew Finn loved Rachel, right? Everyone's known this in their heart of hearts. That's been a given. He fucking said it. He didn't mince his words. He was like, "I love you, Rachel," and the craziest.
And she said, "Shut the fuck up, buddy. You got to perform."
We're about to perform. I love performance and show.
Yes.
No, the craziest part for me is she just like smiled and acknowledged it and was like, now we can do like the best performance ever. It would, I don't know. It's just like the way that they looked at each other. She didn't need to say anything. They didn't need to say anything else. And it was really, really well done. And I love FINCHEL.
I bet Finn wished she said something, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't need to. That was the great part of the moment. He could tell in that moment and then throughout their performance how she felt, right?
Maybe.
In real life, obviously, if I was Finn, I'd be like, bro, say something. This is crazy.
Yeah. I'm not going out there.
Yeah. But for the show, it made sense. I am very worried about, because I have obviously seen season 2 and season 3 and season 4.
Stop being worried about this. Just let it happen.
I want them to be together forever and love each other.
I'm going to tell you something, and you have to internalize this. This is a television show, and they are actors.
Okay, you don't need to tell me that because I am aware that Corey's not even alive anymore. So nothing that's happening is affecting the real world.
Shouldn't be alive anymore because they're meant to be together.
You said it. I didn't. Did we? I don't think we missed anything, right? Because there wasn't.
No, this was literally only like great performances, the baby being born, and then like cringe.
Dababy.
Holy shit, dude, he's back.
I guess one thing that we didn't talk about actually that we could touch on is the judges, because
yeah, they got Josh Groban.
Yeah,
more like Josh Gropin with how he was hitting on fucking our coach.
What the hell? Why'd you say that about him? He was
because he was being weird in the episode.
He just said, "Are you single?" He wanted a piece of that Sue. He wasn't like fucking groping her, you know. He wasn't. There wasn't any sexual harassment.
Subtext. Hey, you didn't see the subtext, but that's okay.
Subtext harassment. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think subtext harassment is harassment.
But yeah, it was crazy. I know they've got them both in previous episodes, but it takes like an extra bit.
John as well.
Yeah, like Olivia Newton-John and Josh Groban, they've had in previous episodes, but it takes a lot to then bring them into another episode. It's not like, oh, they already had them there on the same day, so it makes sense. I'm sure that's like another day of filming, right? They wouldn't have filmed them back to back.
I mean, it depends. There's a chance that they filmed that, but I doubt it, because how many episodes apart were they? Like 6?
That's 8? What I mean. Like, there was a lot of episodes apart from the Groban and the Olivia Newton-John episode, and then the finale. However, something I wanted to point out is a lot of the humor that was in this episode seemed very much like akin to the first half of the season rather than the second half of the season that we've had.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was great. There was some very funny stuff.
And it felt like
it has to do with Sue. It has to do with Sue and like bit characters being included.
We had a moment, I don't know if you remember, after like the mid-season finale where we were like, I've been told the show feels different after this. And this episode felt more like it belonged with the first half of the season rather than the second half.
Agreed.
So maybe this was planned the whole entire time and it was filmed at the same time. And I feel like as the show went on, people cared more about the music and the songs. So they put more of an emphasis on like the actual performances, and the only bit that they kept was the judges, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a chance that they like recorded a lot of this and then just cut other things that they thought weren't that interesting or good.
Yeah. One thing that I thought was amazing is like Olivia Newton-John and Josh Groban are like celebrities, but they're not like A-list or whatever. But it still takes a lot for a celebrity to like take a part that is them as themselves, right? They're not playing a character whilst they're acting. They're playing a caricature version of the real life version of them.
Yes.
And lesser people would be like, I don't want to play a role that makes me look bad. So it's props to Olivia Newton-John and Josh Groban to both be like, I'm willing to be a fucking crazy person that says some wild shit and under my own real name and not care.
Yeah, I think it ruled and it was funny.
Yeah. Like Jane Lynch gets to say some crazy shit, but it's under Sue Sylvester and she doesn't ever have to like...
Yeah, and she's a comedian, right?
Yes.
Which is kind of different than like a singer or something.
Yeah. So I thought it was sick. And some of the one-liners were very funny. The whole judge scene was pretty good. And the main part of that was like actually powerful was Sue was like, wait, you can't, I can bully the Glee Club, but you guys can't. I kind of actually thought they were kind of sick and I'm going to vote for them. Which I don't know if you call that
You were
stance.
mad that they showed it instead of just like
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you noticed, but when they cut to like, they did like a little flashback scene and she was writing a name on the ballot. Some people might not have noticed, but she wrote New Directions as like first place. She like chose them to win.
What? That's crazy, because when she went in there, she was like, I want him to be third, so I just assumed she would have stuck with that.
And then you could see her writing, but I know a lot of people, like, it's hard to read words fast sometimes, so you might not be able to tell.
I've never read words.
You've never read words, full stop. Hashtag Stanz, X, Leah, Michelle, you are the same.
Yep. I think that illiteracy is good. No child left behind. Let's leave some behind.
It's a crazy pull. I was going to carry on and be like, Lee Michelle still doesn't know who Sue voted for because she can't read.
That's also funny.
But No Kid Left Behind's crazy.
No Kid Left Behind. I've been funny today. I'll tell you that much. I think Dwayne was a hit. I think One Teeth.
I think Redacted was very funny.
I think all of it was. I think I've been crushing this episode, and you know what? I'm ready to bring us home. Did you like season 1?
Whoa, we can't answer that, Stanz. Did you like this episode? Yeah, that's what I said. We've got a whole episode where we're going to cover every single plot line and every single character and every single song. We've got a lot of shit we can cover. But today, this episode, would you? This is the only like judgment that I think we should make today. Is I'm pretty sure. In fact, let me check before I speak ill, because I know it doesn't really matter. But I was looking up IMDb ratings of like episodes of Glee just in general as like a vibe check of, because I kept on saying to you that after we finished season 1, we haven't gone through all of the best episodes of the show. Because we'd finish every episode and I'd be like, that was iconic. That was like the best performance ever. And you would be worried that it was actually, and that we'd gone past it already. Because you didn't realize that I was going to say that about every episode of every like song and everything.
Correct.
So I wanted to go through the actual ratings that people have given to Glee episodes on IMDb and let you know what this episode ranked as.
Okay.
Would you say that this is the best episode of Glee this season?
No.
Interesting. We will. I think we'll have another ranking another day where we can go through plot lines and we can like have a refresher and do a whole tier list. But on IMDb, this is the second highest rated Glee episode of all time.
Fair. Of all time?
Yes, not season 1.
So is it the highest of season 1?
Yes, by far.
Oh, wow. By far?
Oh, sorry. By far, I spoke out of turn. The fourth highest was Sectionals, so the mid-season finale.
Okay.
Which, hey, spoilers, I think I would say that Sectionals is maybe the best episode of season 1. And is better than this. Better than Regionals. But
fair enough.
That's me.
I mean, it's nothing compared to Sheldon's dad dying in Young Sheldon, dude. It's a crazy week. Crazy week in the sitcom.
Crazy week. Yeah, so there was there is the Journey to Regionals as number 2, and then Sectionals as number 4, and then that's it for season 1 in the top 10 rated.
What are there any other ones in season 2 that are up on the list?
There is 2 season 2 episodes in the top 10. There is 2 season 3 episodes in the top 10. There is 1 season 5 episode, 2 season 5 episodes. And 1 season 6 episode.
That's crazy. That means that there's consistency.
Well, you might think that means it's consistency.
That means there's consistency, buddy. Across every season, I will have an episode I love.
There is a reason the number 1 is number 1. And we will get there in season 5, Stanz.
I'm ready.
But for now, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you for all your support throughout all of watching Glee season 1.
Joining the Patreon and joining the Discord and even just like posting nice things on the internet, commenting on the videos. It's all great.
I remember genuinely when we first of all, I was like, hey, we should do this like 3 years ago, I think, when we first did the Glee is Crazy episode, the video on your main channel. And I was like, hey, we should do a podcast where we talk about this. And then it took like years to start this. But when I was thinking about that, I had no idea that there would be actually people that gave a shit. Like the fact that Glee is actually in the zeitgeist and there are people that actually care about Glee and it's not a meme is crazy to me. And seeing all of you guys being like, oh yeah, I get like Glee TikToks and stuff now, and my For You page or my like Twitter is like full of Glee memes. It's really funny and also shows that you care about the show. So I appreciate you guys. And thank you very much for your support. We also hit 200 patrons recently, which we stopped posting for a bit, so we fell back down and we're back to 200, so that's very sick.
Love that. Next stop, 3,000.
Yes, that's the next logical stop. Stanz, I want to put you on the spot right here. Before you say your catchphrase, I'm giving you a bit of a warning.
Okay. I've already got a catchphrase, so I can say it right now if you want.
Oh, no. Before you say your catchphrase, we have to do High School Musical 3 at some point. And
okay.
we never set a Patron goal for it because at the end of High School Musical 2, you said, I'm not doing it. I refuse. I never want to watch another High School Musical movie ever again.
High School Musical 3, I'm on board. It's literally, we finish watching it and then I know like I have to relive this immediately. That is where I get lost. Yeah.
But that's the funniest bit, especially with High School Musical 3.
I like it.
No, we hated it. Even I hated High School Musical 2.
No, remember when she did the I'm Princess Waikiki. I'm the queen of the beach.
Awful.
You see? I loved it, dude.
There is one song from High School Musical 3 that I'm really looking forward to. But what I'm saying is, what should the Patron goal be? We're at 208, I think, currently, to be precise.
Dude, make it easy.
250.
Shit. And we watch High School Musical 3. Let's go. Also, I haven't forgotten about our previous Patron goals. We are going to be doing at least one of them next week. Right, Stanz? I think.
Goddamn right we are.
Naked Attraction is happening. So stay tuned on...
Is there like a best episode we should watch? You know what I mean?
I actually have no idea. If you've listened this far and you're a Naked Attraction fan, let us know in the comments.
Please do, yeah, because I have no idea.
Hey, don't actually let us know with words, though. Just say Dababy, because that'll really help.
No. But you have to say Dababy season 3, episode 2. Because otherwise, how would we know?
Well, we know what episode they're commenting on. We see the video that they commented on.
Sorry, you want them to comment Dababy on a random episode of Naked Attraction and we will find it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're actually so right.
Do you not remember the last episode when I kept on telling them to say a thing and you went, don't say anything, just say Dababy, and that'll be the code word
Yeah, but
that we know.
was say that thing on our comments. You're telling them to post it on Naked Attraction.
Yeah, I'm just extrapolating. It is yes and Stanz. It's not yes, no.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't know.
I'm just saying
that you were that powerful.
I can't believe I'm still wearing this wig. I've just looked at myself.
Take the wig off, baby.
Oh my God. I'm worried what it looks like underneath, so I'm keeping it on. I've already looked at this the whole episode. It's too late, you know?
Okay.
Catchphrase time, Stanz.
Live your mostess.
I'm assuming that's hostess.
Never reveal your secrets.
We don't even have that here. Okay.
Goodbye.
Ended it on a bad note. Bye.
That'd be great, though.